Good morning, Smoky Mountain Dog family. How y'all doing? And welcome back to another YouTube episode of how to build a food trailer. Today, I want to talk to you a little bit about tanks. Water tanks, gray water tanks, freshwater tanks. I've got a few tanks, as you can see. I told you all that I was going to share the good, the bad, and the ugly. Tanks. First thing, check with your health department, because most health departments are going to require you to have a smaller freshwater tank than your gray water tank. Why is that? Because they figure if you deplete your freshwater tank, you've got plenty of room inside your gray water tank and you're not going to overflow it. I don't know, 25% larger, 15% larger. Check with your health department. So what I did was I went on the fancy web and I did some research, looked online, looked at other videos, and I came up with a company called RECPRO, R-E-C-P-R-O. They were a little bit cheaper than all the other tanks. So I thought I'll buy the RECPRO tanks. So when you search for them on Amazon, they'll come up individually or they'll come up as a package deal. The package deal that I purchased was I got a 21-gallon gray tank and a 16-gallon freshwater tank. That's a 5-gallon difference. So my freshwater tank is this one right here. Got the fittings and everything. And my 21-gallon tank is right here. Quite a bit bigger. They're both the same width, they're stackable. Perfect, I thought beautiful. They're gonna fit nicely. Well, pay attention to the description. Pay attention to the fine details. Pay attention to what kind of inlets and outlets the tanks come with. Yeah, it's important. I'll tell you why. Well, when I bought the RECPRO, they came in the mail. I was excited. I'm like, woo, they're built good. However, when it came to the fittings they come with, they came with 1, 2, 3 half-inch fittings. They're pre-glued in there. I've got 3 half-inch caps, and I've got this, I don't know what this is, half-inch or 3/4 stub pipe coming out here. Boom. No problem, right? Well, no problem for my freshwater, but my gray water tank has got the same 3 half-inch fittings with that weird-looking stub out. Cap comes off, by the way. That's it. So you're probably looking at this going, something's missing. Or maybe not. But I'll tell you what's missing. The 1.5-inch connection. For when my sinks drain, 1.5-inch connection. So what did I do? I got on the handy dandy Amazon and I bought me a 1/2-inch grommet. So I figured I'm just going to drill a hole in this tank, stick that 1/2-inch grommet in there, stick my pipe in there. Well, I got to thinking more. I'm like, if you're going to do it, you might as well do it right. So the second company out there is called Class A Customs. By the way, there's probably 2 big companies out there that sell just the basic rectangular square tanks that you can purchase to put underneath your cabinet in your food truck system. There are other manufacturers of tanks out there. So the RVs get really technical, different shapes, different sizes, big bucks, and you can mount them underneath your trailer and things like that between your cross members. But so I've got online Class A Customs. So I purchased this 30-gallon tank from Class A Customs. Lo and behold, It's got 1, 2, I got an inch. It's got 2 1.5 threaded, ready to go. All I gotta do is pop the plugs out. If I don't want to use it, I'll just leave the plug in. And it's got 2 1/2-inch threaded openings all ready to go. So I'm going to use this tank as my gray water tank. My fill for my sinks is going to go into here. My drain for this tank is going to come through here, and it's going to go through the floor, out the side, and it's going to have the standard. I got a small gate valve for an RV. I'll show you that later. And then I'm going to use this other top one as a vent. It's going to come out and probably down to the bottom of the trailer, and it's going to vent. So this Class A Custom, I think I paid maybe $160 for just this 30-gallon Class A tank. And folks, I mean, they're both built good. The plastic's welded good. The seams are good. The thickness, they're all about the same. But I really didn't want to drill a hole in this RECPRO and put that grommet in there, because with a grommet system, you just push your pipe in and the grommet holds tension on your pipe. And you know, it was really weird to me. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do it right this time. What that does give me though is I've got the 21-gallon tank now that I can use as my freshwater tank. Not a problem at all here, because I can bring my 1.5-inch line from here into my water pump, and I could bring my 1.5 inches out of here for a vent, and I can use another one of these ports for a drain, a 1/2-inch drain. This is fresh water. I'll be able to use either one of these tanks as my freshwater tank, but I'll probably use the 21-gallon tank as my freshwater tank, and I will use this 30-gallon as my gray water tank. I think the pair of RECPRO tanks that I purchased, I think they were a couple $100 for the pair. You can go RECPRO, but just keep in mind that the RECPROs did not have the 1.5 inch cutouts already welded in, so I could simply screw a PVC 1.5 inch coupler in there. Do they sell them like that? They might. I don't know. I didn't do further research for RECPRO. RECPRO is a little less expensive, so if you do some research on them, maybe they'll have that 1.5 inch opening. If not, you'll have to cut, and you have to put that rubber grommet in to use your inlet and your drain. That's what I'm going to do with my tanks. Just wanted to bring you up to speed. I'm hoping to start doing some PEX plumbing and some other stuff like that. I want to put together a video of PEX, because there's 2 types of PEX out there in the world. There's a PEX A and there's a PEX B, and there's a big difference. And as more big box stores start carrying more and more and more components to the PEX A, it's important that you know the difference between the two and what you're getting yourself into and how to work with each one. Some advantages and disadvantages to them. So we'll do that at a later date. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. And thanks for my fans. And I think I'm up to 6 subscribers now. I'm not sure. But you guys have a great day. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. And I will catch you on the next episode. Smoky Mountain Dogs, have a great day.